I am here at the I'm here at the Metaphysical Fair, Kansas City Metaphysical. Today is the third day of KC Metaphysical, and I am at the Radiate Wellness booth, and I've been here all weekend. It's been a pretty busy fair. Today's starting off a little slow, so I thought I would do a card reading for you guys, with you guys. And so I'm here with all of my decks in front of me, and I got trusty pendulum. What do we need to do today? Do we have permission to go? Yep. Let's go left to right. Nope. Right to left. So picking out a good deck. What do we need to know today? What do we need to know today? Oh, interesting. I was just playing with my with my Mythic Heroes cards. Anything else we need to know today? Life purpose? Cool. So we've got metaphysical. We've got mythic heroes, and life purpose. I don't know why I'm having such trouble with pronunciation today. The mythic heroes are the Greek heroes. This deck is from Lu Tao Wang, who's Wang, actually, is how it's pronounced. He is a astrology expert and tarot person from China. He was on the Radiate Wellness podcast, and he did these beautiful mythical heroes cards they're actually based on astrology too, because he has them separated out by sign and I think it's decade, the 10-day period. They're like three 10-day periods in each sign. I didn't know that. And they each have their own personality in a way. So he has them divided by those as well. So I've shuffled them. I've cut them into 3 piles, and now I'm going to set out 3 Mythic Heroes cards. I don't know as much about the Mythic Heroes, the Greek astrology, as I would like. So sometimes I do refer to the guidebook because I just don't know all of the stories. Some of the stories are so interesting. So that's what we've got. What do we need to know today? First of all, anxiety, Leto. Leto was waiting for her lover, I think it was Jason, to return, and of course very, very pregnant. Didn't know if he was coming back, didn't know what was going to happen with the child. You know, there's always a fear when you're pregnant. Is everything going to go okay with the birth? Is everything okay with the baby? Especially when you didn't have diagnostic tools and, you know, the healthcare that we have now. So lots of anxiety about the future. And I feel like this is true for all of us collectively. I've had many people stop by my table and we're talking about this. It's like, well, I don't know if this is a good time for me to buy my house, if I'm going to have a job, are prices going to go up, what's going to happen with the interest rates, what's going on in my job, I don't know, because things are changing, right? So a lot of us in holding patterns, and there's anxiety about that. Okay, what else do we have here? Oh, okay, well, you cannot make this up, as I always say. Greed. That's a big part of what's going on now. How can we make the rich richer? How can we take money from the middle class and poor people and funnel it back up to the oligarchy? Greed is often our downfall. Oh, wow, that's hitting me really heavy. That's hitting me really hard. I don't know about you. And then lastly, we've got Theseus, leadership. All I know of Theseus is Midsummer Night's Dream. He's one of the characters in A Midsummer Night's Dream. And he is kind of double cast in a way. There's the earthly version of Theseus, and then there's the mythical version of Theseus, or the fairy version of Theseus, Oberon. Okay, so we're getting some weird comments in here. I'll go back and delete later. And Theseus has to do with leadership. So how can we take a leadership position when we are in anxiety, when we're waiting for the other shoe to drop, when we're looking at questions of greed rampant in the world? And we can each take our own leadership. You know, I had a reading with somebody yesterday. I said, you know, we can't tire ourselves out. We have to be able to take a breath when we need to, and then get back to raising a ruckus, making a stink. All right, so that's the Mythic Heroes. And let's see what else we've got here. So the other card deck that was picked was Life Purpose. So we're going to look at Life Purpose cards and see what we need to know. What do we need to know today from the Life Purpose cards? Life Purpose. Okay. And here we go. We're getting some comments here. Hello, everybody. There's 1, 2, and 3 cards. All right, first of all, we have speaker. Speaker. Okay, what they're telling me is this has to do with the throat chakra and actually speaking up. Speaking up and making our voices heard, making our voices relevant, feeling like we have a voice, and we do. Every day we can call, in fact, use the app 5calls.org. There's an app that we would pick a topic that we are passionate about, that we're interested in, and then put in your zip code, and it'll match you up with the senators in your state, and your representative, so that you can actually call them from the app, and it gives you a script. So speaking up, making our voices heard. This whole weekend, there are protests out there in support of women everywhere, because yesterday was International Day of Women. So lots of protests out this weekend, and make your voices heard. Speak out. Oh, next, interesting career change. They're telling me that there's okay, collectively we do not have a career together, except for maybe being awesome people. But the career change that's coming up, this is really a transition for all of us. Things are happening, things are shifting, things are coming up and moving for all of us. I think this is a very good sign, actually, that a shift and a change is underway. You know, we've got a lunar eclipse coming up this Thursday night, and the lunar eclipse, I think, is going to move some energies. If you have not noticed, the Schumann resonance has been off the charts, and a lot of people are feeling that Schumann resonance boosting up. All right. And then finally, we've got energy healing. You know, this is always a good idea. Out there in the world, there's tons of people who do energy work, and collectively we're feeling compounded energy between us. When we watch the news, when we look at see what's going on in the world, we may feel some of that collective energy affecting us in many different ways. So having the energy work regularly, I think, would help us all. And I think collectively, once we all start getting our alignment, we're starting to feel aligned in all of our energy systems, collectively, I think that boosts all of us. All right, that's it for today. I'm at the Metaphysical Fair here in Kansas City at the Harris Convention Center, so come on by. We're here until 6. Thanks, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.